Hi, welcome to Daily Torah. I'm Rabbi Yisrael Bernath. Today I want to tell you the story of a widow. She lived in the 9th century BCE, almost 1,000 years before the start of Christianity and more than 1,500 years before the inception of Islam. The Jewish people lived and flourished in the Holy Land in Israel. The land was governed by a checks and balance system of 3 houses: the political governance of a king, a Torah legal system with a Supreme Court of 71 justices, and a spiritual guidance, as well as miracles from prophets. It happened one day that a broken woman, a widow, came crying to the senior prophet of her generation. His name was Elisha. He was a disciple of the prophet Elijah. She said, holy prophet, please help me. My husband died, I am broke, and the creditor wishes to sell my 2 children as slaves. Please help me. Speaking softly, the prophet looked at the poor woman. He said, tell me, what do you have still in your home? With her eyes on the ground, the woman bashfully responded, I have nothing but 1 small jug of oil. Fantastic, replied the holy man with a glimmer in his eye. Hurry, go and borrow empty vessels from your neighbors. Don't act scantily, borrow many, bring them into your home behind the locked doors, then pour from your jug of oil into the borrowed vessels. And she did it. She borrowed many vessels. She locked the doors to her home, and she formed an assembly line with her sons. They would place a vessel in front of her, and she would miraculously fill it from the small jug. And soon there were no empty vessels left. Now the prophet advised her to go and sell this oil. You'll have money to pay up your debt, and there'll be plenty remaining on which you can live. My friends, there's a deep message in this story. The Hasidic masters explain that the woman in this story is our soul. And the soul sometimes feels like a widow. It lost its connection with its mate. It fell out of its relationship with God. And it feels like its offspring, the love and the awe it generates, its passion, is being taken into captivity. It's being sold as slaves to serve alien interests. Instead of having a love and awe for holy things, it loves vanity. It fears the shallowness of peer pressure or human superiors. Instead of being passionate about Judaism, it's passionate about shallow things like clothing, sports, Game of Thrones, the Kardashians. Sometimes, in a moment of inspiration, or just out of the blue, the soul lets out a cry. It feels spiritually bankrupt. It might be clinging to 1 mitzvah, maybe some memories of a bar or bat mitzvah, or maybe not even that. All it has is the awareness of its title as a Jew. Sometimes the soul feels so broke, so bereft of spiritual passion and Jewish drive, it doesn't know where to start. It doesn't even know if it can rebuild. But the soul always knows it has one thing that cannot be taken away. Inside its house, deep at its core, there's a capsule of spiritual fuel, a capsule of Jewish energy waiting to shine. And so the prophet tells us, if you're feeling empty, if you're feeling spiritually deficient, go ahead, borrow, find a mitzvah, even if it feels foreign to you, like a borrowed deed. Don't be frugal, borrow a lot, then close out any distractions and open your soul and let your Jewish energy flow. Give your soul an outlet. Engage your soul in a mitzvah, and another, and then another. And soon, very soon, you'll feel spiritually rich. Our inner spirituality will pour forth. Our fuel will kindle bright flames. We won't need to borrow. We will have spiritual fuel running through us. We will feel our spiritual hunger, and even more so, we will become beacons of light for our surroundings. It's that simple. We don't need to wallow on a down day. We don't need to bathe in Jewish guilt. We need only to find some vessels with which we can serve as outlets for our pent-up Jewish energy. We need to just borrow some mitzvahs, begin to pour our soul into them, and let the holiness flow. That's your Daily Torah. I'm Rabbi Yisrael Bernath. Have a fantastic day. Hi there. I just wanted to let you know that I just launched a brand new website. It's theloverabbi.com, 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 and it has lots of very interesting things there. Especially, you can purchase a lot of the different classes and lectures that I have given over the past few years, and you can also take a look at the current classes and lectures that I'm giving and the current events that I am doing on relationships. So I encourage you to go check it out. It's theloverabbi.com. Thanks so much.